So this man went to buy the house, and the people that know the area said, do not invest, because this area is dilapidated. This area is a run-down area. There are drunk people that stay here. Your money is wasted. And he was afraid, but because he had the conviction on the inside of him that God has instructed him, he stayed true to his call. And he said, thank God, I had already bought the property before I saw it with my eyes. So God said, in fact, I feel the word of prophecy coming. God said, be ready that as this year ends and as we get into 2018, I will lead you into blind investments. Amen. Oh, come on, you did not hear me. God said, I will lead you into blind investments. I will lead you into blind opportunities now. I will lead you into a blind breakthroughs and alignment. What am I saying? Some people might say you're saying rubbish. Now listen, what God is saying is, God have information. What God is saying is, God is saying, I will lead you into places not based on what you have understanding for, not based on what you have information about, not based on what you know, but He said, I will literally drag you into places where you will not even have information about until you get there. Before your eyes will begin to realize that you're beginning to be afraid, I've already started blessing you. He said, you constantly on the boshata makata labaye. Ikanana masete krete balia boshata. Rende bayano shakata butalia bahandaya. Rende sheke boya laba. God said, I will literally drag you that you will not know, you will not have information. He said, listen. He said, in the past years, watch this. He said, in the past years, you've depended on statistics. You've gone to browse the Office of National Statistics. You've gone to check the demographics, and you've checked all the necessary information about the area. And what I tell you has depleted inside of you because people told you not to invest. But God said this year, oh, the thing with God, whenever God tells His people this year, from that moment it begins your new year. God said this year, He said this year, He said, if you will lean on my spirit, He said, if you will depend on my information, on my divine wisdom, He said, listen, God said, did I not tell you that the spirit that I'm sending to you, He will teach you everything and He will show you all things. God said, if you depend on my spirit, I will lead you blindly into investment, into alignment, into relationships, into opportunities. He said, watch this. He said, watch this. That some people have gone into wrong relationships because their eyes were too open. They could see. So they literally looked at the man and judged him based on everything they could see of him, not even knowing that what they could see was just a cover-up, was a facade, was a makeup. What they could see was not the real identity of the person. So most people have made a mistake of finding themselves in wrong relationships because they have judged things with how they see. This family has money. Let us align ourselves with them. Not even realizing that the moment you are aligning yourself with them was the moment that their being broke began. The moment you put yourself with a business that looked like it is working, that was the moment that they started becoming broke. But if God opens your eyes, and instead of investing in a major business or a business that looked major, God instructs you to look at a startup. And if you look on paper, you're asking God, how can you inform me to invest in a startup? Chucky's business is just started. How can you inform me to invest in her business when people are making money from Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the cryptocurrency? How can you tell me to invest in a business that I don't even understand the foundation of it? Why would you tell me to partner with this girl, this little boy who I don't understand what business school they went to, when there is on the other side, there are Harvard proven, Harvard studied, London School of Business people who are giving you all the statistics and all the data, and everything looks so good and perfect on paper, and God is saying that is not the one. God said, if you can trust me in 2018, I will lead you blindly. Ooh. Oh, Shabakatali and the Heshi. Hey, Jesus, lead us, Lord. Amen. Come on, lead us. Tell him, lead me, Lord. Lead me. Tell him, lead me, Lord. Lead me. I surrender. Tell him, I surrender to you. I surrender my life. I surrender my business. Lord, we surrender our family. We've been leading our families with our eyes open. We can't even see. We've been leading our families, oh God. I've been leading my business. I've been leading my life. I've been leading things about me. I've been leading myself, oh God. Not even knowing that I'm walking by what I can see. I want you to lead me by your spirit. I want you to lead me by your spirit. Lead me, God. Children, tell him. Lead me on what course to study. Lead me on what degree to study. Lead me on what university to study. Lead me on where to go, who to go with. Lead me on what to do business with. God, in the Shakaya, I feel somebody's breaking through. Lead me, oh God, bring me out of sight. Lead me into it, oh God. Guide me, oh God, under the wings. Hide me and lead me, oh God. Drag me blindly. I submit to you, God. You gotta lead my family, oh Lord. You gotta lead my under the most Shatanda. You gotta lead us, oh God, as a church family. You gotta drag us. Oh, Jesus. I keep seeing a man and a blind man walking. I keep seeing somebody walking behind. Oh, I keep seeing that vision of somebody somebody holding somebody's shoulders and walking blindly into something. Hey, he said if I lead you, you will not stumble. He said if I lead you, you will not fail. He said if I lead you, you will not fall. He said if I lead you, you will not fail. He said if I lead you, you will make no mistake. He ended the Shatandabaya. He got the most Shatandregeteya. He said ended the Namakosha. Who told you that will prosper? If I lead you, you will find out where to go. In the most if I lead you, oh my God, lead me, oh God, I never see you. Lead me, oh God, I never see you. Lead my wife, lead my brother here. Lead his family, lead his little children, oh God. Lead all Shetegeteya. Lead on the Baba Shatan Makataya. Jesus. God said to remind you. God said the reason why you have to depend on my spirit to lead you blindly. Ooh, I keep seeing that. He said when Lot and Abraham were going to move out, Abraham told Lot to choose first. He told Lot, he said, you choose first. You choose what land to go on first. You choose what business to invest in first. You choose which of the schools to go to first. You choose where to live first. You choose what ministry to be involved in. You choose what investment to make. Abraham told Lot, he said, you choose first. And Lot was excited. Lot looked at the one that looked so fine. He looked at the place where the grass looked so beautiful, where the paperwork is so nice. The area, oh my God, people said good things about it. Lot looked at it and said, wow, thank God I have the opportunity to choose first. And Lot chose. But God said to warn you, because from this moment of your life, it's not about who choose first. It's not about who go first. It's not about who do first. It's not about who invest first. It's not about who appear first. It's about who is moved. by my spirit.
Amen.
You see, God said, a lot of the things that we've been through, it's not the devil. It is because we've not depended on His Spirit to direct us on where to choose. God said that most of the things that I will bless you with will look stupid even in your own eyes from today.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
I will say it again, because most times when we say things the first time, we don't hear, even me most times. When I say things the first time, it's like, I don't hear. Then I tap myself and say, listen. God said, most of the things that I will bless you with from today are things that even in your own eyes will appear stupid. You know why they appear stupid? Not because the idea itself is stupid, but it's because the data to back up what I'm asking you to do will appear so inconsequential, insignificant, and it will look so useless that you have the tendency to bypass it. It's like, give you an example. It's like you seeing a major force politically that is moving, and then you see a new political party, I don't know if I'm prophesying, that has just been established, and all the political giants are on the existing one, and then you're trying to start up politically, and God is instructing you to join the one that is just beginning. The first thing you and I want to do is to check the names of the people involved in that startup. Now, if the startup has been initiated by all the major political players that we know, it won't be a problem. Now, but the problem with this one is we cannot even identify anybody we know. I said, where's the list? Before I sign, where is the list? Let me see, because I know some names. If I see that name, I put me there. But I can't even see no name. I'm seeing Davies, Matthew, Soti. These guys have not even contested for secondary school election. But God said, son, daughter, put your name there. Oh my God.
Amen. Amen.
I just feel like God is saying to you, I don't know how this applies to you. I feel that spirit of prophecy in this house.
Amen.
I don't know how that applies to you. Not necessarily political, but God is saying, son, daughter, put your name there.
Amen.
Now, I want you to do something. I don't know what it is that your mind is taking to the put your name. For most of you, it's a contract, the bottom part of the contract. God is saying, son, put your name there.
Yes.
Ooh, Jesus. You're asking questions in your mind. You say, God, are you sure this will work? Are you sure? I've been here for a long time. You're telling God, like Abraham, I'm too old for this. I don't want to be messed about. I've been in this for too long. Look, I've got gray hair. Look, in fact, I've lost my hair. I don't want you to mess me about. If this is not going to work, look, just don't mess me about. God is saying, son, put your name there. You're telling God, for somebody watching this, you're telling God, I've been in several groups, several networks, several relationships. I've been under several people for too long. I don't want to be involved with anything that doesn't look established. Look, I don't want, look, if it is not established, I don't want to be a part of it. But God is saying, son, daughter, put your name there.
Amen.
I did not plan to preach this or talk about this, but I kept seeing a blind man whose hand is on top of someone, and he's been led. God God kept saying, I will lead you blindly into great things.
Amen.
He said, some of you are standing in the place of greatness and do not even know it, because it is disguised in a dress of foolishness. God said some of you are walking with great people and do not even know it, because they are disguised in the garment of nobodies. God, who told you that the prince that you get married to will leave before your first child? Who told you? Who told you that? Why do you get excited by the physical appearance of things? Why don't you depend on my spirit? Why don't you lean on me, saith the Lord? Why do you keep getting moved by what people say and what it looks like? Why don't you depend on my spirit? Why have you put yourself in this position where you constantly struggle, where you constantly labor? Why have you put yourself in a position where people take your hope up and they bring it down? Why have you put your hope in the hands of men that do not even have perspective of what your future is, saith the Lord? Why have you depended on people who don't have an idea of what I've called you to do? Why don't you lean on my spirit? Why don't you let me direct you? He said, from today, if you will allow me to lead you blindly, I will lead you into greatness. I will lead you into abundance. I will lead you into substance. And above all, I will lead you into fulfillment.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
He said, from today, he said, from today, you see, whenever I say today, I keep seeing someone sign a signature. I don't know why. Whenever I say today, from today, the person signed again. From today. God said, from today, if you depend on my spirit, I will lead you blindly into greatness.
Amen.
I started with talking about the house and the information did not justify the investment. And God is saying, you're feeling this thing in your spirit. God is saying, that is what I wanted to do. And everyone is saying, that is not where the market is going. And God reminded me, see, God has a way of doing this. God reminded me, God said, when the prophet told the woman to borrow, was she not in debt? I said, yes. God said, was the woman not in debt? Because the woman complained to the man of God and said, your servant, my husband, who served you, is in debt. The people he owes, they've threatened to take my boy because we can't pay. They are in debt. The educated mind, the qualified mind, the expert mind would not advise you at that point to borrow again when you're already in debt. But when the prophetic instruction comes, a lot of times it bypasses expertise. I respect expertise. I respect experts. I honor experts. But there is an instruction that comes from God that bypasses expertise, that break protocols, that do things that nobody can do. He said, go and borrow, and don't borrow a few. Because even if I was going to advise the woman to borrow, I will not advise her to borrow too much. But he said, you go and borrow, and do not borrow few. And then she borrowed. He said, because I always say that God will not give you the next information if you don't follow the first instruction. Because he did not tell her everything that will happen when she borrowed. He gave her the first instruction. She obeyed. Then the next information came. He said, you and the boys, go in the house, shut the door. He said, because most times when God wants to do something significant and ebullient in your life, you've got to go in with your family and shut the doors. You got to go in with your tribe and shut the doors. Because a lot of us have taken instructions, but the problem is we've left the door open. The door most times is symbolical of your mind, of your eyes, of your heart, of your hands. You've left it open. The people constantly pee into you and distract and discourage you from what God is about to do in your life. But God said, as you walk out of this place today into the new year, He said, when you go in with your household, He said, you've got to slam the door shut. Shut the doors and begin to pour. Ooh. Don't pour until the doors are shut. Some of you have poured while the doors are open. And people will tell you, this woman is crazy. This will not work, you know. You guys are in debt. Maybe the people that they owe will come and be harassing them while they are pouring. A lot of factors can hinder the instruction. So He said, shut the door. And they did. And He said, go and sell it. Ooh. May God release that gift of salesmanship in this house. I feel that strong. There is a gift, there's a grace of salesmanship. Have you heard someone say, look, you almost made me buy everything? That grace of salesmanship, that thing that people call the gift of the gab, that ability to talk, that all of a sudden you are a Moses that once you could not speak and you are stuttering. Then the next moment you are delivering Israel out of Egypt. That grace that comes upon you, that one moment you could not do something, but the other moment when the grace of God comes upon your life, you are one of the greatest negotiators. That we've never seen anything like that before. For God to use one man that could not talk to bring a nation out of a nation. A stutterer. Look, what God wants to do through you and in you from this year. From this moment, even you will put yourself in the mirror and cry. I'm telling you, I'll be here to be witness. Amen. You will put yourself in the mirror and you'll be crying. Me. Is that me? God. You'll be telling yourself, if you know where I'm coming from. You know, that kind of cry that nobody's there. You're telling yourself, you have something. This laugh has not even allowed me. Say this. Hey, God. You will sit yourself down and you'll begin to encourage yourself. Say, don't worry, enjoy. You have come from a far place. You have come from a far place. If only your parents will see you there. You are telling yourself that is how much of a blessing that God will bless you with. Amen. That kind of blessing that my wife walked and said she feel like running out of the car to scream and say, hold it. Because you will almost look like you've lost your mind. Now, you know me, I'm not one of those people that will want to come and excite people because I just want them to jump and say this and that. I always tell you, what God is promising is dependent on what you will do. Because if you don't lean on His Spirit to lead you blindly, you'll be seeing this thing happening in people's lives and you won't see yourself in the mirror. And you will be seeing yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, you are still here. You are still in this place. When will your life change? We don't want that for you. Amen. We want the other one that you'll be crying. Amen. The children are laughing. They make me don't want to come on. Tears of joy that you're struggling to come to terms with what God is doing in your life. Tears of joy that you're struggling. You're calling your husband to check your account again. to make sure that the account number is correct. When it comes, check. My account number I think ends with 7. He said no, it's 8, because you're thinking that you've logged into somebody's account because of the number of zeros. What God will do when you depend on Him, you will delete your app on your phone, your bank app. You will delete it and install it again and log in again and check. The account will still remain the same. Because you will think that it's just an advert. You know, those adverts that when you see an advert come on your phone with somebody's name, a bank advertising an account, and then they put 10 million pounds on and it flashes. You will think it's an advert. It is not an advert. When you start allowing God to lead you blindly, to walk in areas that you cannot judge by yourself, to allow you, because God said to tell you that most of you, the problem is, if I don't lead you blindly, you will walk into those places, you will take yourself out, because the places that the blessing will come will not necessarily look like it. Certain people that God will ask you to partner with or invest with will not look like it. So God said, for this one, you've got to be blind. You've got to be blind so I can take you into it. God said, study all you want to study, but for most of you, your blessing will not come from there. I keep seeing, this is Chika, isn't it? Chika. I keep seeing her signing. I don't know, whenever I see that today, it's her faith that I keep seeing signing. I keep seeing her signing. We pray and prophesy over you in the name of Jesus that God, whatever you have designed this little girl for, this girl that grows into a woman that becomes now the symbol of you, whatever you have designed her for, we declare in the name of Jesus, Lord, you will sign every paper that you have destined for her in the name of Jesus. We use that as a point of contact for the whole family. We declare in the we declare in the name of Jesus, Lord, they will shine on those lines. They will complete what they've started. They will go through everything, the Lord, they will accomplish in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Yes. In the name of Jesus.
If I were you, I would sign something.
Yes, just keep signing. Signing. Yes. Yes. Amen. Amen.
My apostolic covering said something. They said they were in a meeting when the word of prophecy came that they should sign contracts online. I keep saying it. They should sign contracts in the air. And it looks stupid in the eyes of men, like most of you watching it right now. What I'm doing looks stupid in your eyes, because what is he doing? Closing his eyes and signing things. In case you don't know, in your mind I'm looking stupid, but I'm flipping pages. I signed the first page and I asked the question, is it finished? And they said next one. I signed and they said next one. I signed and they said the other one. I signed and they said the other one. I signed and they said the other one. I put the date 24th of the 12th 2017. It is so unique that I will remember that it was Christmas Eve that I signed those lines.
Thank you, Lord.
And he signed on air. And after then, in fact, it was in Europe when he visited Europe, passing through Europe, London and all of that. It was in Europe that he signed some contracts. It wasn't even in the US, it was in Europe. He was sent to him. He signed it while he was in Europe. And the next time again, he put again, he said, I've just acquired my next real estate property again. He kept on signing. You got to be able to walk by faith. Now, this was what I was going to talk about, for God saying to us that we must learn to walk by faith, not to watch by faith. Walking is an active word. We got to learn to walk by faith. faith. He said the good thing about this house is we allow God to say to us what He wants to say to us, not what we prepare to say. That I believe that that word has come forth. God said you must learn to look stupid. In fact, what I kept hearing in my spirit at home before I came was I didn't know it was going to go in this direction. If you check my iPad, it is there. The title of what I was going to talk about was Look Like a Fool. Look like a fool. I didn't even know that God would start talking about. He did not even tell me He would start talking about being led blindly. He only told me, son, tell them to look like a fool. Act by faith. That's what I'm saying. That's what He said. He said, look like a fool, act by faith. Do we not look foolish? To be walking blindly even though we can see? Would you not look foolish for you to say, look, I know this looks good, but I want to buy that one? And they said, come on, this boss lost his mind. Come on, buy that one. This is already made. Invest with these people. They are already set up. Just like that, your account will be set up. Go with this woman. Go with that man. Come on, he's already set up. His father is a prince. Go with that woman. Study this course. The girl that graduated from your school that had that big job, it was this. She studied actuarial management. She studied data science. And go with that. That is what is in the market. And God says, son, I'm not asking you to do that. Do engineering. Do this. And you're like, God, but this doesn't look like what we sell. And God said, that is the one that we sell. For you. For the timing. You see, what we don't seem to understand is, for every of us, there is an allocated timing attached to our destinies. Because it will sell now, it's not an indication that when your due time comes. Some people were pregnant the week before Chase Farm was crushed or stopped from delivering babies. When they started the process, their mind was to deliver there. I don't know why this came up. But when God set it up the way that according to His time, He will deliver in bonnets. So most times God gives you an instruction because God knows that for some of us, if He tells us what the end point will be, we will be so afraid that we may not want to begin the process. For some of you, if God shows you what your future will be like, it's a good thing, but you will be so scared that you will tell Him, God, hold your break, just leave me here. Leave me and face me, I face you. I can handle these demons. Just leave me here. Economy, I just want to be here. Let me be here shouting and flying. Do not expose me to the demons of first class. Leave me. Let me deal with these jokers. So He leads us blindly into it. When David was instructed to go and feed his brothers, God did not tell him that when you go there, you will kill Goliath. The king will give you his daughter, beautiful girl. And then you will have this, have that, have that. He wasn't told. His father told him, go and feed your brothers, as the custom is. He was only going to serve. But for some people, your breakthrough will not come when you're ready, suited, when you're dressed for war. Your breakthrough will not come when you're dressed with your military attire, when your tools are in your hand, when you have the necessary weaponry. Your breakthrough will not come when you're suited and ready and say, I'm ready to fight, Lord. This is me now. Get me the enemies. I want to shoot them down. Your breakthrough will not come when you look ready for it. Yes. Your breakthrough will come when you are sent to serve. The boy went to feed people with a foot flask of meat pie and juice, with some jollof rice and chicken, with some salad, kebab, whatever it is. He went to feed them with. He went to feed them with something that God has designed a war for him to solve. God has designed a problem for him to solve. But he went to serve. And when he went there, the opportunity presented itself. Some of us will say, look, I would have killed Goliath if only I had brought my tools. You're lucky that my tools are not here. Because he said, the same God that allowed me to kill the bear and the lion, he would have told them, if I had brought that jawbone that I used in killing the lion and the bear 2 years ago, if you knew what I used to do, 10 years ago, if you knew what I used to do, you're lucky that I did not bring those skills. I would have showed this business that I'm strong. He didn't say that. In fact, his brothers that know him so well, to the people that know you so well, be careful of them. They can love you into missing your destiny. I will say it again. You got to be careful of the people that love you so much, because their love can steer you away from your destiny. He's going to say, what have you come to do? I don't see it. Now we can look at that verse as in different forms. Some people would say his brothers don't like him, but now I want to differ. I want to differ to say that is the last boy. It is the last boy. I'm the last of my house. I know what my brother would say. To protect me, he will say, what are you doing here? His brother said, have you just come to watch? As it is your custom to always look at what people are doing. And David, the Bible said David turned from them. Now, God said in this year you're getting into, you must learn how to turn. Now, certain people you will turn from are people that have expertise in the area that you're meant to go into, which means it will be difficult for you to turn, which means you will struggle to turn. Now, all what I'm saying sounds good, but when the time comes for you to begin to walk in it, it will not look so good. Because if I'm going into oil and gas, which means God is saying there are certain times, if I depend on his spirit, that certain people that have information about oil and gas, I have to be able to look at them and turn from them. Even though they are professionals in that area, I should be able to know what his spirit is saying. If his spirit is not saying for me to walk with them, I should be able to turn and depend on what he's saying to me. David turned from war generals, from experts, and faced Goliath. Even Saul said, let me put my garment on you. Let me adorn you with what will make you fight and win. David tried it on and said, look, we got to take this off. I'm not used to this. I'm used to depending on God. He said, I'm not used to what people put on me. I'm not used to the titles. I'm not used to all the regalia. I'm not used to all this accolade, all these names you call me. I'm not used to all these celebrations around me. I'm used to depending on the Most High God. That the same God that brought me from Port Harcourt, the same God that took me to Wood Green, the same God that brought me to Enfield, the same God that led me through few people, the same God. The same God that delivered me when I was sharing papers from door to door. The same God that saw me walking on foot from street to street, sharing independent and advertisers. The same God that saw me mopping floors in the hotel. The same God, oh my God, Dabo Shataya. The same God. God said you gotta learn to remember where you met me before. You got to learn to remember when you met me before, what I did for you. Because he said the face and the Messiah. I feel this is for me. He said that on the Koshandebaya. He said the phase of your life that you're walking into, you will have the opportunity for people that want to dress you like them, for people that want to attire. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but God said to tell you that the next phase of your life that you're walking into, people will want to clothe you like them. They want you to sound like them, look like them, walk like them, do like them, act like them, perform your duties like them. But he said you gotta remember where you met me before. You gotta remember what I did for you. You gotta remember what I did through you. That is what will count.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Because the temptation will be there. All of a sudden, I'm coming from feeding sheep. Now I'm wearing the dress of a king. God said, if your time has not come for you to wear the garment of a king, I don't care what opportunities they give you. You should be able to look at them and say, my time has not come yet. Take this thing off me. It looks good. I'm dressed like a king, like the general, but it's not my time yet. He said, David did some things that baffled me, because you must remember that before that time, David had already been anointed king. He had already been anointed, because if he wasn't sensitive to the spirit, if he wasn't led blindly, he would have thought that perhaps this was what I was anointed for, to wear the garment of the king. But God said you can try it on, but don't keep it on. Oh, God said you can try it on, but don't keep it on. I like this one, because he tried it on and took it off. God said you can try it on to know where he's taking you to, but don't keep it on. I'm closing. I feel this very good. It's strong. Our ears just opened up.
Amen.
Our ears just opened up. I just see blind people in this house. Woo! Oh, I just want us to be upstanding, and I just want you to stretch your hand like that. It's a sign of, it's a sign of putting your hands on the shoulders of Christ, of the Spirit to lead you. Father God, even as our hands are stretched out, for most of us, this is all our family leaning on you. Oh, Shanda Heseke Bokoya. On there, for her Shikabayana. For most people, oh God, this is their businesses, Lord, on you. This is their skill. This is them. This is their life, oh God. For some people watching this, oh God, they've never leaned on you before. They don't even know you. This is them saying, Lord, you got to take it on from here. I'm leaning. Look, I've tried all myself all through these years, Lord, to this day. I've tried to lead myself. I've moved myself into positions that I thought was favorable. I've aligned myself with people that I thought would open doors. I've put my business in a place that I thought would make it sell. I've done things and done training that people said will move me, oh God, from this point to that point. But nothing seemed to have worked. I've traveled and back. I've relocated and back. I've thought of moving and back. I've gone to different places. I've done to different things. I've done things that I shouldn't do if I lean on you. But Lord, now answer to you. Lead me blindly, oh God. Lead my family, God. Lead my children. Lead everyone in this house. Lead us blindly. Amen. By your Spirit, oh God. Amen. By your Spirit. Amen. In the name of Jesus. Amen. We pray for you. Father God. Woo, Shade. Edebo Shataya. Oh, Shana Makasi de boy. Oh. flow in this place. Lead us, oh God. Oh, Shatamaya. Lead us. We yield ourselves to you, God. We yield everything to you. Oh, Shekeyamahasaya. We'll put it on you. Oh, Shatabakasa. This is heavy on us, but we'll put it on you, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. We'll put it on you, God. This world look dark, but Lord, we'll put it on you. Lord, we'll put ourselves on you. Our ministries on you. Our visions, our businesses, our ideas. We'll put it on you, God. Our spouses, we'll put them on you. Our children, we'll put it on you, God. We allow you to lead. We want to follow. We want to follow you, oh God. We don't want to figure out our ways, oh God. We want to follow you, oh God. We want to follow you, oh God. You are the vine. We are the branches, oh God. We want to follow you. We can't provide for ourselves. We can't give ourselves nutrition and nourishment. We cannot revive ourselves. We cannot sustain ourselves, oh God. We cannot direct ourselves, oh God. You said the preparation is in man, but the answer of the tongue is of the Lord. You said it's in a man's hands to plan his ways. It is you that direct, oh God. We put everything on you. We don't want to be lazy. We put our expertise on you. We put our jobs on the we put our businesses on the we'll put it on you. We put it on you, God. We put it on you. We rest on you, oh God. We rest on you. God said, I will comfort you. God said, don't worry, put it on me. I will comfort you. Put your mind on me. He said, I will keep in perfect peace those whose mind are stayed on me. He said, put your mind, put your thoughts, your ideas, your thinking, your senses, put it on me. Put all your senses, put your mind on me. I will keep you in perfect peace. If you put it on me, God, we put it on you, oh God, as a people, Lord. I will say, in the name of Jesus. Father, we thank you for the people in this house and the people watching online. We'll put everything on you. We'll put ourselves, our families, businesses, ministries, marriages, everything on you, God. Lead us blindly. We don't want to figure out our parts. We want to depend on you to show us where to go. Let your spirit, the same spirit that you said will teach us all things, will guide us. Let him guide and teach us. In the name of Jesus. Amen. We're off.